Hey everyone, I just got my Mecha Fan of Beast cards in the mail today, and I figured I would show you my deck. I've been running this deck on DN for about 2 months now, or whenever they first posted the cards on there. My build I think is very unique. I haven't seen anyone else really run it. I've seen the Machina builds and just normal token-based builds, which I think are both very, one of the most lack of speed, and most of all the deck really lacks control. They have pretty decent search power, um, pretty decent power. They can kind of span the field, not too much with monsters, but with tokens. This build kind of fixes all that problems and puts it all in one. This build has great field control. They can really spam the field, not with tokens, but with monsters. Great hand power. So they really bring out, I don't know, they really bring it out. But this is, I guess, I would call it my Phantom Birdman deck. And you start off with three Mega Raptors. Your searcher of the deck, Stratos, people like to say, and whenever a token special on the field, special 1/1, MPB token, which I'm just going to call it MPB token because their name is kind of a mouthful. MPB. Next, probably one of the three sets heart cards for the deck. What I mean by heart cards really help make the deck really speed up. This is Wolf. When he's normal summon, he's special summon an MPB token. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but all Mecha Phantom Beast cards cannot be destroyed if as long as there's a token on the field. So, and all their effects are oriented around tokens. So, now you run two Hamstrats, and when it's flipped face up, it special summons two MPB tokens. So, and he's the reborner of the deck. You can tribute one to special summon one MPB monster from your graveyard to the field. And then one Black Falcon. When he attacks, he special summons a token. I don't really use the effect all that much, but you know it's there. I mean, there's certain monsters you have trouble beating over, so it's always good to put them in defense mode, right? Now for the non-Phantom Beast or MPB cards. Two Dark S'mores. You do run quite a few Darks in this deck build, and Dark S'more just helps all the more. Plus, its effect is really good. If your opponent can't set cards, it really helps you out a lot. But there is several plays you can do with Dark S'more. And it's good that he's a level 7, which makes it easier for your another card for your Phantom Beast cards to go into, or MPB cards. One Zephyroth, two Genex Blast Fans. And then we all know what comes after that. Triple Birdman. The second piece of the set of this deck that really makes it flow fast. And then we have two Underworlds. Tour guides, you know. You only have two, so you carry two. And now the last piece. Triple Mist Valley. Really speeds it up. All those three, Wolf, Birdman, and Mist Valley, speed up the deck incredibly. Because Wolf puts a token in the field, Mist Valley, combined with Birdman, lets you special summon any wind monster that you might need out of your deck. Whether it is to get a certain effect from like Raptor or Hamstrat, or whether it is to sinking, you know, or maybe exceed summoning. So when it comes maybe to another level 3 or a fucking Genex Blast Fan for level 7. So it just all varies on what you need and how many tokens are on the field. So the more tokens on the field, the more plays you can go into. But when Wolf on the field and get that one token, you can really start moving things forward, though. It does help to maybe have a Phantom Beast or two in your graveyard, though. Or one banished. Two Terraformings. You can run three if you want, but two is all I really think you need. Even though the deck drives on the field card, it can do just fine without it. It might be a little bit slower, but it can still make it through though, so you can still get plays off. And then the draw power. Lower Darkness and Pod Duality. You have about, what, 3, 5, 6, 8 darks in the deck, so Lower Darkness and then Duality. Duality doesn't look too bad. So there's still quite a few stock cards, and since the Phantom Beast cards can exactly be destroyed as long as there's a token in the field, you know. Then stable cards, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, and then you got your triple MST. Even though you can get through a lot of back row is still a nuisance, so triple MST. And then Pawn of Avarice. Now for traps, we run triple Wabakoo. You could run Threatening War, but I personally like Wabakoo better, because I've always liked Wabakoo. It's just a good card in general. Keeps your tokens alive through battle. So plus you don't take battle damage. So even if you have no monsters on the attack, you like Wabakoo. Oh, no damage. I get another turn. What now? So, and then since you're running Mist Valley, triple compulse. More than anything than popping your opponent's monsters, you can pop your own monsters on your opponent's turn to get Mist Valley's effect. So very good card indeed. Now for the extra deck, we have one Run Wind Up Zen Mains, double Leviathan. There is quite a few banishing in here, and it's just another good way to spam the field and reuse your win cards, so to speak. Your BPM card, your MPB cards, yeah. Mindstroke, Electricorn, Shockmaster, and then the best card to go with your Dark Samora is Lightning Chidori. Best thing ever than not have your opponent having no more set cards is having all their face-up cards go to the top of their deck. So, double Lightning Chidori. Don't really need 3, just 2. And then, 2 rank 7 Dracocyte can be good. As you saw, I don't run no 6s. This is all my XCs. I don't run no 10s. I don't plan to do any of that kind of stuff. Some of the times I do use the token for synchro. It's very token controlled. You do control your tokens very well. You really don't want too many tokens on the field, and you can't really do too much. So, usually just 1 or 2 is fine. I mean, if you have at least 1 on the field, you only really need 1 on the field to go into your 7s. And you only really carry 2 level 3s, so there's really no point for 6s. So. But for our level 6 synchros, we will have 1 Gaia Knight and 1 Gravity Warrior. I personally like Gravity Warrior. He can come pretty strong for level 6 cards, so if your opponent has 4 monsters, I mean, he has 3k attack. Not 3 monsters. I mean, 4 monsters, 33, 5 monsters, 36, so pretty good card. Can stay pretty beefy. And 2 Ancient Fairy Dragons. This will switch out, but for now it's pretty good. It does let you spam your field more and use it a little more, and get the effect more out there. I mean, I'm sure late in the duel you should have more than 1 Birdman in your deck, or even on your deck, but in your hand. So there should be certain plays to be able to do with it anyways, with Pulse and Sephiroth and stuff. So, and then 1 Black Rose for blowing up the field. As long as you have a token on the field, your Phantom Beast cards will be your PMB cards, or PBM cards, will be safe and unharmed from mass destruction abilities, because only the tokens will go bye-bye. And plus it's Black Rose, you know. But I really like it. The build is very competitive. I can kind of get through a lot of stuff. And just in Phantom Beast, your PBM cards in general are just very good. Even when it comes to Lead Swarms or Flanians or Abyss cards, they're going to focus on the tokens before they think about destroying your monsters. So you get around a lot of stuff. Really sidetrack your opponent. So yeah, I think this deck is pretty fast. It spams field monsters pretty easily. It's very competitive, and it's a very unique meta type. I've really taken a like to it. I actually just really like anything that's unique, like Gishkis and stuff like that, Gagas. They're all very unique meta types, and I really like that kind of stuff. So, I hope people take an interest in this build. I'm not really gonna say subscribe to me or anything. I do deck videos for fun and just kind of share my thoughts for people, and I go out there to look up videos and see what kind of deck ideas I might need, and take a little pieces of other decks and we'll put them together. So hopefully someone does this with this, and Hopefully this improves people's future fam PBM cards. Hope you enjoyed.